Hi, this is Sarah Schiller. I am a certified EGOSCO affiliate, and I'm here to do a menu today on hips and pelvis. So first thing that we need to know before we start is how to get into position for standing exercises. If we're in this position, this is called the perfect posture position. If you look down, you'll see hips, knees, and ankles are all vertically stacked. The outside edges of my feet are straight. So that means I'm looking a little bit pigeon-toed to you. That's how you should look. If you are wearing shoes that have any sort of heel on them and any sort of arch support, if you can take them off and do this menu without them, that's the best position for you to be in, okay? We will need some wall space for this. So if you step back against the wall, you should be able to stretch your arms fully out to each side, okay? The only equipment we're gonna need is either a yoga mat or a couple rolls of paper towels or a few pillows, and we'll get to that later. All right, so let's start with a wall check. So we're just checking the position of our body before we start. Standing naturally against the wall, notice I'm not looking down to see if my feet are in the right position. This is my normal position. So standing against the wall, is your head naturally touching the wall right now? If it's not, you need to determine whether you feel like it's a little bit away from the wall, a moderate amount, or a lot away from the wall. Okay, make that determination. Now let's come down to the shoulder blades. We're going to check the pressure left to right of the shoulder blades touching that wall. Is that even left to right? Do you feel like you have two flat shoulder blades, or do you feel points poking into the wall or ridges poking into the wall? Next, we're going to come down and check pelvic rotation. So feel those butt cheeks against the wall. Are those even? Is one pressing harder than the other? And finally, make sure that the legs, the ankles, the feet, the toes are all relaxed. Feel that body weight going through your feet. Do you feel like each foot is carrying the same amount of body weight, or is there more pressure on one foot than the other? And then check where that pressure is. Compare the inside edge to the outside edge of the foot, or is it evenly distributed inside to outside? Check the front to the back of the foot. See if it's evenly distributed front to back, or more on the heel, more on the ball or toes of the feet. Okay, that's where we're starting. Okay, we're gonna go right into it now with standing windmill. So in the perfect posture position, this is where we're gonna check our feet. Arms are gonna go out to the sides. I'm gonna keep my pelvis glued to the wall, keep my shoulder blades, backs of hands to the wall, keep my head centered above my shoulders, and I'm not going to move my arms. My arms will be moved because my waist is bending, okay? That is the only thing that bends here. Here we go. Move straight through this exercise. Don't stop at the top. We'll be doing 5 in each position. So we're 3, 4, 5, come back to center, drop the arms. Your feet should now be about 1.5 feet apart, 18 inches apart. Arms back out to the sides, and here we go again. Again, keeping the pelvis glued to the wall, keeping the shoulder blades on the wall, keeping the backs of hands on the wall, and just keeping the head floating right there centered between the shoulders. Drop the arms, and now we're taking a nice wide stance, 2.5 to 3 foot stance here. Outside edge of the feet still straight here, okay? And again. This is great warm up for what's to come. And we're going to return one more time to our first position, perfect posture position. Outside edges of the feet are straight. Arms are out to the side. Pelvis is glued to the wall. See if you're getting a little bit deeper this time. This is a good one to do in front of a mirror if you can, to make sure that your arms are staying in place and you're only bending at the hips. I'm sorry, at the waist. One more. All right, step away from the wall, shake out the shoulders, shake out the arms. We're gonna go right into triangle. This is a challenging position, so you're going to adjust your position based on your own ability. So my left heel is against the wall, my right foot is parallel to the wall, and it's about 5 inches away from the wall. I want to keep both butt cheeks on the wall, both shoulder blades on the wall, backs of hands on the wall. Now, this position is easier if the legs are closer together. It is harder when the legs are wider, okay? For some of you, this might be as far as you can go. This might be challenge enough, and that's fine. Your body is going to start its process of adjusting and getting back into a neutral position with this. For others of you, here we go. We're gonna shift the weight onto this left hip, tighten both thighs. We're gonna bend at the waist just like we did with standing windmill, and we're gonna be here for a minute. Don't forget to breathe here. Notice I'm looking up towards these fingers up here. If you're just standing and not doing the bending portion of this, turn your head and look at your left hand. This is a hard position. The most important thing here is I'd like you to keep both butt cheeks on the wall, and I'd like you to keep both shoulders on the wall and backs of hands on the wall the whole time. You might feel some adjusting going on in your body. Perfectly normal. Come on back up and switch the feet. So right heel is against the wall, left foot is parallel to the wall, arms are out. I'm shifting my weight back on my right hip now. Tight thighs. The most challenging part of this is keeping those thighs tight the whole time. Bending at the waist, looking at these fingers up here. Pay attention to that front foot. The one that's parallel to the wall, make sure it's solidly on the floor, that you're not standing on the arch. If you have enough, you can come up at any time. Okay, there you go. All right, that's a really intense exercise. Take a few seconds to take some steps around. Feel those changes in your body. I like to refer to this as the youth exercise because I always feel like it takes 20 years off my body every time I do it. All right, so now we're going to look at doing wall drop. If you do have a slant board, of course you can use a slant board. If you have a yoga mat, use a rolled yoga mat. You're going to have to play with the roll, okay, to see what the best thickness of roll is for your body. The heels will be right up against the wall. The balls of the feet are going to come up on top of your roll. And we're going to stand for 3 minutes. And then we'll start doing some exercises in wall drop. So what are we doing here? For wall drop, what we're doing is we're repositioning the whole posterior line of the body. And we're doing that by stretching a line that starts here. The posterior line starts here above the elbows, above the eyebrows, goes up over the head, down the back, splits at the butt cheeks, runs down the legs, and comes halfway up under the feet. So when we drop the heels like this, we're starting the process of stretching and pulling everything back into place. So what should you feel in your calves right now? What I want you to feel in your calves is a nice, gentle stretch that can travel. A lot of people get on a slant board or roll the roll too high, and the calves will start to clench up because they're really not comfortable with the intensity of their stretch. So make sure you have a nice gentle stretch that can travel up the back of the legs, through the glutes, up the back. And what we find with this exercise is that people that walk around with a forward head all the time, over time doing this, it can actually pull the head right back over the shoulders, pull your whole body upright again. So just relax into this. You shouldn't be fighting it. You shouldn't be pushing anything against the wall right now. You should just be letting the position do the work for you. Okay, so we've been here for about 3 minutes. We're going to go into standing elbow curls right now in wall drop. For standing elbow curls, we want to be in the golfer's grip position. That means the tips of the fingers come down to the base of the fingers. Notice the backs of my hands are straight. Notice that my wrists are not bent. I'm going to put my knuckles on the back side of my temples, and I'm going to roll over the knuckles so that I do not have to bend my wrists. We're going to do 25 of these. Your elbows may not come together in the front. Your elbows may not be parallel to your shoulders. That's okay. What we need to do here is just keep it moving. One more. Okay, shake that out. We're still standing in wall drop. We're going to do a set of gluteal, or a set of gluteal contractions. So three sets of 20, 3 sets of 20 reps. So what that means is all we're doing is squeezing and releasing the butt cheeks. But we want to start the contraction at the same time on the right and left sides. We want to contract with the same force, and we want to completely release before we contract again. So if you find that one butt cheek is stronger than the other, you need to hold back on that side and let it meet the force of the weaker side. Weaker side cannot magically get stronger for you right now, okay? So just match that force. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so think back about what you felt there. If you couldn't get those coordinated and keep up with my count, that's okay. Just think of my count as a period of time that I want you to work to get that all coordinated. It means starting the contraction at the same time, contracting with the same force, and releasing. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax. Again, review. If you're there, great. If you're not, really work on getting that coordination. And here's our last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, if you're not used to being in this position, I want you to put your hands on the wall and ease yourself off of here. Step to the side, stay by the wall for just a minute or two. Shake out those legs. Feel the feet kind of regaining their balance here. Take a few steps around. You can move our mat or paper towel roll or pillow off to the side, and we'll need it again. We have a couple more exercises to do. We're going right into standing wall twist here. So the feet are going to be about 4 to 6 inches away from the wall. Outside edge of the foot straight. The outside foot comes in front of the inside foot, heel to toe, outside edge straight. Keep those feet planted so that the heels do not shift as we turn towards the wall. Tighten the butt cheeks, tighten the thighs. That means pulling the kneecaps up. Turn towards the wall, look behind you, and constantly work to bring this hip closer to the wall without causing pain. It should be gentle. You should be contracting the butt cheeks and the thighs so hard that you can feel them shaking right now. This is not a passive exercise, it's very active. Take some deep breaths. We're going to keep that pressure on the feet, keep them connected to the floor right now. Got about 20 seconds left. Keep trying to move that hip towards the wall. Okay, let's come up on our toes. Come back, come up on your toes, and just rotate around. You should be in position. Just double check those feet. Outside edges are straight. Again, tightening the thighs, tightening the butt cheeks, turning towards the wall, looking behind me. Keep trying to move this hip now towards the wall. Keep confirming that those butt cheeks and the thighs are nice and tight. Almost there. Okay. Again, take a few steps around. Have some intense exercises today, you guys. Whew. All right. Not letting up yet. We got triangle one more time, and then we'll end with a nice neutralizing exercise. So left heel is against the wall, right foot is parallel to the wall. Remember to bring those feet closer together if this is too hard for you. Bring them wider if you want the challenge. Shift the weight back to this hip. Both thighs are tight. Everything is touching the wall. Compare how you're feeling now to when you felt the first time you did this at the beginning of this menu today. You feel a little bit better? About 5 seconds left. Okay, come on back up. Take your steps around. Shake it out. Come on back. Right heel against the wall. Left foot is out about 4 to 6 inches. Both butt cheeks are touching. Both shoulder blades, backs of hands. Thighs are tight. Oops. Put your weight on that back hip. Here we go. Keep that weight on the left foot here. Keep that weight solidly balanced between the outside and inside edge of the foot. those thighs, almost there. And come on up. Whew. All right, one more. So we want to leave the body in a neutral position. So we're going to end this one with counter stretch to keep you standing the whole time. So feet are in that perfect posture position. I have my hips, my knees, and my ankles all vertically stacked. Stand back from your wall far enough that when you put your hands on the wall, you're not going to be like this, or like this, or like that, which is very common. You want to keep those stacked. Okay, your arms can be up high if you have shoulder pain. If not, come on down, tight thighs. Arch in the low back, relax into this, let those shoulder blades come back and down. Almost there, keep relaxing into this pose. Okay, whew, that felt good. All right, guys, so yeah, it's hot in here, really hot in here. I'm not sweating because it was really hard. I'm sweating because it's very hot. All right, we're gonna do wall check one more time. So I want you to remember what your body felt like against the wall when we started. Let's check it now, okay? Again, just standing naturally against the wall, not forcing anything against the wall. Here we are. Let the body relax. So, does your head feel more firmly seated against the wall or closer to the wall than when you started today? How about your shoulder blades? Come down to the shoulder blades. Check that pressure left to right. Does that feel like it's evened out a little bit? Does it feel like you're closer to having two flat shoulder blades against the wall right now? Come down to the butt cheeks, checking for pelvic rotation. Do you feel like that pressure on the left butt cheek and the right butt cheek are now more even against the wall? Make sure everything is relaxed. Feel everything just drop through those feet, all that body weight dropping through those feet into the floor. Do you feel closer to having even pressure on your left and right foot as you're standing here? Does that pressure feel more evenly distributed from the inside edge to the outside edge of the foot? And from the front of the foot to the back of the foot? Great, that's it, you guys. I hope you're feeling a lot better. I hope that you're all staying safe and healthy, and we hope to see you back at the Racquet Club soon. Take care.